Have you ever wondered how the power dynamics of ancient Indian dynasties were shaped? Today we begin our journey with the rise of the Pal dynasty. In the late 7th century, the political landscape of eastern India saw a significant shift with the emergence of the Pal dynasty. The Pal rulers were not just ambitious monarchs, but they were also strategic masterminds who knew how to play the game of power. The Pal dynasty's origins trace back to Gopala, who, unlike his successors, was not a hereditary king, but was elected by the people. He laid the foundation of a dynasty that would rule for over 4 centuries. Gopala's administrative acumen and his ability to unify the people under one banner were instrumental in his success. Following Gopala, the dynasty saw a string of competent rulers, including Dharmapala and Devapala, who further strengthened the kingdom. Their rule marked significant territorial expansion through a calculated mix of strategic alliances and military conquests. Dharmapala, in particular, was known for his diplomatic prowess, forging alliances that helped him extend the Pal influence far and wide. The Pals were not just successful administrators and military strategists, but they were also patrons of art and culture. Their reign saw a flourish in educational and artistic pursuits, with the establishment of renowned institutions like the Vikramshila and Nalanda universities. But what truly set the Pals apart was their administrative skills. They established a decentralized administrative system, dividing their vast kingdom into smaller units for efficient governance. This system not only helped maintain law and order, but also facilitated economic prosperity, leading to an era of stability and growth. The rise of the Pal dynasty was not merely a result of military might or territorial ambition. It was a convergence of strategic leadership, administrative efficiency, and a deep understanding of the socio-political dynamics of the time. They understood the art of power, and they wielded it with finesse. The Pal dynasty, through strategic maneuvers and dynamic leadership, set the stage for an era of prosperity and cultural renaissance in eastern India. Moving westward, we encounter the Gurjara-Pratihara dynasty, a power that ruled with glory and might. From the 7th to the 11th century, this dynasty held sway over a significant portion of northern India, radiating influence and authority from their capital, Kannauj. At the dynasty's zenith, it was under the rule of the indomitable Maharaja Mihira Bhoja. A king whose name is synonymous with valor and strategic brilliance, Bhoja expanded the dynasty's territory significantly, making it a formidable force to reckon with. His rule was marked by prosperity and stability, laying the groundwork for the dynasty's cultural and societal contributions. But the Gurjara-Pratiharas were not just warriors. They were patrons of the arts and literature, fostering a cultural renaissance that left a lasting impact on Indian society. Under their patronage, scholars and artists flourished, and Sanskrit literature saw a golden era. Their court was a hub of intellectual activity, buzzing with philosophical debates, poetic symposiums, and artistic endeavors. Their architectural prowess was no less impressive. The temples they built were not just places of worship, but symbols of their cultural and artistic sophistication. One such example is the Telika Mandir in Gwalior, an architectural marvel that blends the Nagara and Dravida styles, a testament to their inclusive vision. The Gurjara-Pratiharas also played a pivotal role in shaping the societal norms and traditions. They championed the cause of Dharma, promoting ethical and moral values in their kingdom. Their rule saw the codification of societal rules and administrative norms, many of which continue to influence the Indian ethos even today. Their military prowess was legendary, and they were often the bulwark against foreign invasions, safeguarding the subcontinent's cultural and territorial integrity. Their naval power was a force to be reckoned with, controlling the Arabian Sea trade routes and ensuring the dynasty's economic prosperity. The Gurjara-Pratiharas, through their patronage of arts and military prowess, left an indelible mark on the annals of Indian history. Now we shift our focus towards the south, where the Rashtrakuta dynasty shone in its full splendor. Emerging in the 8th century, the Rastrakutas rose to power, carving out a significant empire that stretched across the Deccan plateau. Their rule was marked by a unique societal structure, where power and respect were derived not just from noble birth, but from one's achievements and contributions to society. This meritocratic approach fostered an environment of growth and progress, allowing the Rashtrakuta dynasty to flourish. The Rashtrakutas were not just rulers, they were patrons of art, literature, and education. They established centers of learning, encouraging the pursuit of knowledge amongst their subjects. These efforts resulted in the blossoming of a distinct cultural and intellectual identity that set the Rashtrakutas apart. A striking aspect of the Rashtrakuta reign was their religious tolerance. While they were staunch followers of Jainism and Hinduism, they welcomed and respected all faiths. This pluralistic approach to religion fostered a sense of unity and harmony, contributing significantly to the stability of their reign. Perhaps the most enduring legacy of the Rashtrakutas, however, lies in their significant architectural contributions. They were master builders, crafting grand temples and monuments that have stood the test of time. The Kailasa temple at Ellora, a monolithic marvel carved out of a single piece of rock, stands as a testament to their architectural prowess and artistic ingenuity. The intricate carvings and impressive scale of this temple, along with other Rashtrakuta structures, have left an indelible mark on Indian architecture. But the Rashtrakutas were not just about grandeur and splendor. They believed in the power of education and the spread of knowledge. This commitment to learning not only fostered intellectual growth within their empire, but also set a precedent for future dynasties. The Rashtrakutas, with their architectural marvels and promotion of education, etched their name in golden letters in the history of ancient India. Having delved into each dynasty, it's time for a comparative analysis. Let's start with their rise to power. The Pal dynasty, established by Gopala, was the result of a democratic election, a unique occurrence in the annals of history. Meanwhile, the Gurjara-Pratiharas, under the leadership of Nagabhata, rose to power by consolidating their military strength and repelling Arab invasions. The Rashtrakutas, on the other hand, emerged victorious through a series of political maneuvers and military conquests orchestrated by Dantidurga. Moving on to cultural contributions, each dynasty left an indelible mark on the cultural landscape of India. The Pala rulers were great patrons of education and Buddhism, establishing renowned centers of learning like the Nalanda University. The Gurjara-Pratiharas, however, leaned towards Hinduism and contributed to the proliferation of temple architecture, most notably the Sun Temple at Ossian. The Rashtrakutas gifted us the architectural marvel of Kailasa Temple in Ellora, showcasing their affinity for Shaivism. The societal structures also varied. The Palas led a centralized form of government, with a focus on welfare and education. The Gurjara-Pratiharas balanced their military prowess with an agrarian society where trade and commerce flourished. The Rashtrakutas, in contrast, had a feudal structure with land grants given to religious and military officials. Like all great empires, these dynasties too had their sunset. The Pal dynasty, once a beacon of power, fell into decline due to incessant wars, internal conflicts, and the rise of the Sena dynasty. Yet, their legacy of patronizing art and culture, especially the Pala school of sculptural art, remains a rich part of Indian heritage. The Gurjara-Pratihara dynasty, despite their military prowess, succumbed to the invasions of the Ghaznavids and the rise of regional powers. However, they left an indelible mark in the field of architecture, with their temples serving as a testament to their grandeur. The Rashtrakuta dynasty, known for their architectural marvels like the Kailasanatha temple, faced a gradual decline due to dynastic feuds and external invasions. Their contribution to literature and religious tolerance continues to inspire. Despite their decline, the legacies of the Pal, Gurjara-Pratihara, and Rashtrakuta dynasties continue to resonate in the heart of modern India. Our journey across these ancient dynasties comes to an end. We've traversed the rise of the Pal dynasty, marveled at the glory of the Gurjara-Pratihara dynasty, and beheld the splendor of the Rashtrakuta dynasty. Each era, rich in its unique contributions, has shaped the course of history in its own profound way. In comparing these dynasties, we've seen how power, culture, and influence ebbed and flowed across regions and centuries. It's essential to grasp these nuances, not just for the sake of knowledge, but to better understand the complex tapestry of our present. The decline and legacy of these dynasties remind us that no reign lasts forever, but the echoes of their power and influence reverberate through time, shaping the world we inhabit today. As we delve into the annals of history, we gain insights into our present and guidance for our future. Remember, history is not merely the past, it's a mirror reflecting our past, present, and future. Until next time, keep exploring, keep learning.